Okay, everyone's here, so we'll get going. Welcome all. Hope everyone's been enjoying the weather. It's been really nice here. And unfortunately, seeing all the other places in the country right now that are suffering, I'm extra appreciative of the nice fall we're having. But that being said, we'll first order of business, I'll just make a motion to approve our minutes from last time. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. So first thing, we'll just get straight into, this is our final meeting before the town event, the town forest event. So I'll turn it over to you two to give us an update, whatever else has come up, or just give us the lay of the land.
Can I just go back 1 second?
Yeah.
Because introductions and approval, shouldn't it be the July meeting, July minutes?
Oh, shoot.
July, I forget when we met, but I think we met, right?
Oh, no, we did September. We did July.
We skipped July?
We skipped, yeah, we skipped.
Meeting.
Hold on, let me go back because.
A meeting in August, end of August.
Let's see here.
Unless I'm mistaken this week.
I have August. The June 26th one did not happen because we did not have a quorum. That was the one where we were.
That was the extra one.
That's this one. And then I have June 3rd, which we did have.
So that's the most accurate.
That's the most, and then so August was approved, and then September 9th is the last one that we just need approval.
So
right. So the August one I missed, and then September.
So shouldn't that be September introductions and approval of September?
Yeah, well, that's is that on the agenda?
Which one
is that today's agenda?
Is that today's agenda?
August 5th, date of meeting. Well, no.
Oh, there you go. I swear I see September 9th here.
Go. Carry on.
Okay, so anyway, we're all on the same page. September 9th minutes approved. I know this because I just recently cleaned up the webpage. If you had visited it recently, they had it on automatic first Monday of every month meeting. So they had all these meetings that did not happen listed. So we did a lot of cleaning up, and hopefully they'll take the June 26th one off.
I just remembered the September. I don't know if it's worth changing. My name wasn't in the present list. I think because I had taken it off the August list, and I just copied the August one to
Gotcha.
the August minutes to make the September minutes, and I didn't notice that.
I'll just make a motion that we add Shelby's name to the September 9th. Do I have a second?
Second.
Like aye. Just so we're above board there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll make that adjustment. All right. So anyway, town forest event. Take it away.
So, Mike Downey and Colin came out a couple of weeks ago and went to all the site visit places. They went with Shelby to Gould Meadows and Berkshire Botanical Gardens.
Yeah.
And I brought them to the entrance of Ice Glen. And then they spent a long time here talking with Michael, looking at the layout of the room. We are in, I think, good shape.
Yeah.
We're meeting again tomorrow for last minute things, but y'all got the agenda. And we're excited. There's been a lot of moving pieces, but I think we're pretty much on top of it. I did have a couple of things to say, and one is Colin is going to send you the bios because you're emceeing, and so you'll have at least something brief to say about the people that you probably don't know.
Yeah. I don't know them, but I'm hoping there's bios.
So Colin said he'd finalize that this week and either send it to me and you, or send it to me, and you don't have to say a lot because it's going to be a pamphlet.
Gotcha.
So the information will be there, but at least you know who everybody is.
Yes.
We'll get that. Abby, you're coming, right? You'll be there?
I will. I took work off. Um,
So
April from the greenhouse. I emailed her and I tried to follow up with her, but she did not respond to my
I think
emails.
I think she's registered. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
she's
okay.
to attend. I didn't, the first round of people registered, I saw Monument Mountain, and I think it was her name. So that's great if she can come.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
but I wanted to see in, Patrick and Matt and Shelby will be very busy talking. So, Matt's gonna help bring the coffee in, but I wanted to round you up to see if you could help bring in the, when Marketplace delivers.
For lunch.
For lunch, if I can
Okay.
pull you a conference, that'll be around 11, so you'll miss some things, and I'll find out tomorrow. I'm gonna ask if DCR people can help us too, because there will be a lot to set up.
Yeah, so we're gonna set up lunch in the community room. So people will just
Okay.
go in there and get their food and then come back and eat in the gym.
All right. Yeah, I can help with that, definitely.
That would be fantastic, thank you. And hopefully we'll have a couple more helpers too, but,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey, Lisa, did you guys decide if you need any of the 5 tickets I reserved?
any of the what?
Any of the 5 tickets I reserved.
Oh, that's right. Patrick reserved 6
Oh,
slots
you
and he
put
only
down-
needed 1
Okay,
in case we have a VIP.
I didn't, but I know there's a waiting list of people. So I would say let Mike Downey know if you're not gonna use all 6. Because
Yeah.
there are people waiting to,
Yeah, I think we'll do that a few days before. I just
Okay.
wanted to know. I haven't started to ask people yet. I want to know if you needed any.
No, thanks.
I'm good, but if you know people that will use them, that would be great. And I did hear back from Colin regarding you reading that dedication. And he thought that was fine. Was that okay?
Oh,
with
yeah.
you? Yeah, that sounds fine. So right at the end of the Fen Farm presentation.
Beth Mills sent an email today to Rich and I suggesting that she wanted to incorporate it into her keynote. So I may just let them do it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's fine.
And this part is actually important. That was a town of Stockbridge dedication. And I like the idea of them just referencing it as such. I asked not to be referenced as the author. I would rather just be, because a lot of the themes in that we worked on together, and I don't want to, I would just soon kind of stay out of that one. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Did either Patrick or Shelby reach out to the Edge or the Eagle?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, I sent Clarence Fanto an email and he said he's not working that day, but he'd pass it on, see if anybody else might be interested. I mean, well, first off, I did a press release that I sent to Barb Zanetti to pass out to everybody. And then I emailed Clarence Fanto and I'll go what's her name, the publisher of the Edge. I haven't heard back from Edge. And Clarence wrote back saying he's not on duty that day, but he'll pass it along. Maybe somebody else will cover it.
Okay.
So I was just hoping I would actually get covered so we can get an article afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, and we may, I'm sorry, if we run out of coffee, we're kind of jumping around here, but if we run out of coffee mid-morning, we can run over to Stockbridge Coffee and get more.
Right.
So, which is good. Yeah. So I think we're in good shape. And Patrick, if you can join us tomorrow morning, join us. If you can't, that's okay. With just some last minute things with Colin that we'll go through.
And so for Friday, the Friday before, what is timing looking like for volunteers arriving?
We're hoping the tables will be delivered by 10 o'clock.
By 10.
Double check that tomorrow morning.
Okay.
In which case, I mean, we'd like volunteers to be there by then to set up.
Perfect. Okay.
And Tommy's, I don't know the time yet, but Mary from Tommy's Composting will deliver bins.
Gotcha.
Brenda will help set them up, and Vinny and Scott from the fire department will help with the
Gotcha. Going off on a tangent, do we this is a minor thing.
Okay.
We're gonna have name tags. Are we, commission gonna have, should we have our own name tags? Are they,
Oh,
I know that we're gonna probably have the like written ones.
yeah, no, that's a good question. I'll ask Colin tomorrow if they're
Yeah,
gonna
we
bring
could
it. If
just-
not, I'll pick some
Even
up.
if we just have those
Yeah.
folders and we could write our own little cards or something
Yeah,
Yeah.
to make it look a little official.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
because everybody also have the peel off
Yeah,
labels.
yeah. Minimally, if we have that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, it's, that's
That's
good.
something to look a little more efficient.
I mean, we are, you've done all this work, at least, you have the badge to walk around with.
Yeah, I mean, we're the host organization. so-
Right. Um,
We're excited. It will be,
it,
hopefully you looked at the agenda. It will be really fun.
it looks really good. It looks really good. I like the agenda a lot too, the layout. Just to be clear, did you both get, the official one, the email blast from Mike? If you
I
registered
did
for
get the new one.
I'll forward this just to
Oh,
make sure.
so you should have, if you're registered, you should have.
And check your spam or maybe check your,
Eric, you didn't get it either?
I don't think so. Not from Mike.
Mike Downey?
Oh, I did get a couple things from him.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you get it from
Yeah.
Mike Downey, Abby?
There
I'm
was
not
some,
sure I have to find it in here now.
Here, I'm gonna forward it again right now,
yeah,
just.
it came on Saturday and the subject line is Stockbridge Town Forest Conference dash 2 weeks away and key details.
Did you get it, Patrick?
I got it.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Patrick, you got it? Maybe.
Maybe he's muted. Maybe he's saying yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks tight.
Oh, so one thing for you all to think about, there's the 3 field trips in the afternoon,
Mhm.
and think about if you want to, to tag along with one of them, which one would you like to do? I'm gonna tag along with the Gould Meadows. They're not splitting up. Just a little, just so you know how this is working. So at the Forestry Botanic Garden, the group will be broken into 2 groups. One will go with Tom Ingersoll into the woodland first, and the other one will go into the new newly established native meadow first, and then halfway through they'll switch. At Iceland, it's going to be a similar kind of thing where half the group will go from here around the past the ball field over to the end of Park Street and meet up with Bob Leverett, and they'll go up with Bob to the beginning of the Iceland. The other
A little sooner.
a little bit, so, yes, right. That's right. They're gonna go to where the trail to Iceland splits off from the trail to Torres Tower. That's right. The other half will go by bus to Iceland Road. Oh, and Jonathan Rabb, I saw him a couple days ago. He said, if we want, the bus could go up the road to get closer to the entrance to Iceland. It would have to back out, but it would just save people some walking. So the half will go
Nice.
from Iceland Road with Ken Gooch through the Glen itself. And then again, they'll meet up and they'll swap. At Gould Meadows, it's only gonna be one big group. So, Jess Toro and my throat, and Ron Brauker, but Ron really doesn't feel like he can handle, the group all by himself for 45 minutes. So the 2 of them are gonna just do it together, the whole thing, and it's gonna be, 50 people. So, fortunately, they've really widened the paths there, so you can really pack people in kind of close. But nevertheless, I thought, I'll tag along there so that I can help with crowd control. And you said you might.
That's my preference, but I'll go wherever I'm needed.
Yeah, so, if the 3 of you want to, go with, with the
Well,
Iceland group or,
Right.
Botanical Garden group.
When you registered, didn't you pick a bus?
I think I did.
No. If not.
Or I think I said no, there was like the option, just like no preference.
I said no
I think no
preference.
preference.
Yeah. So I think I'll filter in wherever I can fit. I want to go to all of these, to be
Yeah.
quite honest. So it's hard, but as long as you're doing the Gould Meadows, And then I think whatever that day, I'd love to go see the Ice Glen, but I could also go to Botanical Garden. So I'll see where it's not.
Ice Glen was waiting list.
Yeah.
But if you walk
Right.
half of it, then it's not gonna be as big a deal. There won't be 50 people in the
Well,
bus.
that's the other thing, if there's crowd control needed, because I feel like that one's, if it's really packed, especially with Bob Leverett,
Right.
maybe I'll be the caboose and help.
And I think
Yeah.
DCR, you can definitely be the caboose.
Yeah.
But I think DCR will also,
Also be,
on that one, I think they're gonna put somebody.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna have volunteers.
so we can coordinate with
And they'll
wherever
have
we're
a
needed.
car following each bus.
Yeah.
Too, in
Yeah.
case they need to get somebody
Jonathan
out.
Rabb said he'd like to tag along. I thought, I can't say no.
You can't say no. No, I mean, he can still the trail. Yeah, especially if he's letting the bus drive.
Well, yeah. So is there any other details of timing that we need to know on our end for us, or anything else that we should?
Anyone that's interested in helping to clean up is certainly welcome to stay and help clean up. Although Mike Downey said he would stay back and start that
Start the
process.
process.
We're very grateful to the town for letting us use town hall, so we
Yeah,
want to make sure it's left in really good shape.
yeah,
Great.
yeah. So any end of day cleanup. And the thing is that if anybody doesn't really feel like going on one of the field trips, they can stay and do cleanup then. But you probably want to get out there and see what people have to say.
Perfect.
The meadow, this is my first time having, seeing the new meadow. It's not so new anymore. At the Botanic Garden, it's really beautiful.
Really?
So, I mean, if you like that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's really worth seeing.
All right. So you'll all be having a meeting tomorrow. If anything comes up, can email the group. Otherwise, who can show up on Friday, shows up on Friday, trying to be there by 10. Sounds like help with chairs. I know I got coffee and emceeing. So I'll look for the email from Colin about the bios whenever that happens.
From either me or him.
Or you or Colin. Okay.
Thank you.
No, that's great. Thank you for all the work and putting this all together, and we'll be all ready for next year. So, questions? Yes.
I'll come Friday. I can't help you set up.
You can be there at 10 to help us set up? Great.
Oh,
Yep, the more the
wonderful.
merrier. That's excellent.
Hey.
Yep,
So we
great.
got that. And then, I just had another question. It'll come back to me. It's important. Okay. Not hearing anything else about this right now. I just put composting on the agenda to just make a game plan of, once, I don't want to tax us right now before the event, but I just want to make a game plan for after to see who we need to talk to start getting things falls moving. I know we'll run into Tommy's compost at the event, so it'll be nice to not
She'll be there the day before.
the day before. But I think the last thing we heard, Abby, was that Mark was concerned about the current price increase that was already being afflicted.
When I went to renew my sticker, I chatted with him, so it was over the summer, and he said, we've just tripled the price of the stickers. He doesn't feel comfortable asking people to pay even more money for composting.
Right.
But,
there's grants available.
Right. So that's where I think we need to make everyone feel comfortable that we're in that awkward place where we're not allowed to negotiate, obviously, any prices or anything, or even talk really prices with anybody. So I want to make that clear if people are hearing things. But it's, if we can figure out what costs, like grants and stuff that we can get now, like we're anticipating in the near future, the state's gonna make this it's gonna happen. It's gonna be mandatory. So and start, and maybe this is, I'm actually glad Patrick's here, maybe something to start talking with Patrick and the select board to start kind of figuring out how the best way to present this to the people. You know, we did that very informal interest list that I have curled up in my notebook. You know, we had over, I think 40, 50, maybe even 60 people said that they were interested in composting at the transfer station.
And there will be more. I mean, I didn't get a chance to sign up and.
Well, as, you know, and that was, I think with that period of time was before the summer too. So there was not a lot of, there wasn't the full accompaniment of residents in town yet. So I think this is more just, you know, figuring out who are we going to talk to next? Because I think Mark has the vision to what he wants to do. We talked to him a couple times. He knows where he would put stuff, how things would happen. But if that's what he's saying is he's uncomfortable about the money part, then maybe now we got to go and talk to the select board.
I would suggest inviting both Mary and Renee Wood,
Mhm.
the select board person from Sheffield that met with Abby and I, because she's so enthusiastic about it. She got it going in Sheffield, and she
Right.
said, if you need help with
Okay.
grants, let me
Right.
know. And that's how she got it started in Sheffield.
Great.
So I don't know for how many years,
Yeah,
but there was no charge to begin.
gotcha.
So
So I think that's huge.
Yeah,
is that correct, Abby? Isn't that what she said?
I believe so. Another thing is, I think it might be helpful if we can go to the transfer station and try to talk to
Mhm.
Mark that way, because I don't know if the emails are the best way to get in touch with him. And I think another thing is, I'm not sure, I don't know if it's deer season now in Massachusetts. I know it is in New York, but
Mhm.
for Mark, Monday nights weren't necessarily the best day because
Yeah.
that's his day off.
Mhm.
Sure.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
now it's deer season, so I'm not sure about that. But if we can just go talk to him, that'd be great. But I think I'm in Amherst now. I think I'll be back for a little bit on the 30th. So maybe I
Mhm.
could actually no, because what time does the transfer station? So I'm not sure what time I'd be able to talk to him, but
Well, I
yeah.
think maybe the action move right now is to figure out the grant and the money and say that we have, you know, we can help apply for this pot of money and to offset X amount of time for the transition. And maybe we work on that because then that way you can work on it where you are, and then we'll bring that to Mark as more of like, all right, here's the work that we've done to kind of float the boat. Because this is also the time of year that he recommended that he felt more comfortable trying it this time of year when the summer residents weren't in full force. And so that's why I'm also kind of like, you know, trying to play by the rules of not making too much work for him.
Sure.
And like throwing it all at once in the summertime when it's really, really hustling and bustling. So I think let's come up with a number and figure out what grants we're talking about.
And I think we're not guaranteeing to go with Mary, but I think it'd be good to have her here so she can tell us some figures.
And I think, yeah, and also make people feel more comfortable around it because like we've heard in the past, everyone talked about the bears. You know, I think that will be it's like besides the money, it's the bears. And I always, even driving here, I keep seeing all the trash cans turned over and they love the trash.
The pickup is daily.
And the pickup is, so that's what I mean, hearing it from her will make people more comfortable in the.
Right, and it may mean something like, you know, compost day is Wednesday and Friday. Those are
Right.
the only days, you know,
Right.
so it's not as expensive.
Exactly. So, I mean, let's find out what the grants were that you heard from Sheffield.
I mean, you can find out, or you can invite her to a meeting.
Yeah.
Either way, it's Renee Wood in Sheffield, and I think she's still the select board person.
Yeah.
Renee.
Wood. If you need her contact, I'll get it for you.
I think so. And then, yep,
And maybe we could coordinate, maybe we could, me and you, Abby could talk to Renee and then invite, get her, see if she would be able to come to a Monday meeting.
Yeah.
okay.
And then we'll go from there. But I think those would be just solid, easy next steps to keep the ball moving and the pressure on a little bit.
Definitely.
I anticipate, the next meeting, we will be kind of moving ahead here. We'll be celebrating our town event that went very well. I'm just gonna say that now and jinx us.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully we'll see if she can come to the next one.
I'll forward her address to you.
I will also say probably at the next meeting we'll also start figuring out what our next besides the composting, what we need to refocus on. Because I feel like, we've done a lot, so we need to kind of backtrack a little bit and reassess all of our bits and pieces that are moving. Because I know I look back at all the things we've done and I'm like, oh, we gotta get back there someday. Okay, so that was a long ramble on my part. Is there anything else from all of you?
No.
All right. That being said, our next date,
November 4th.
November 4th. No one has a problem with that?
No, good.
All right. So November 4th, 6:30. Not hearing anything else, I'll make a motion to close this meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your work.